It's a beautiful, rainy and sunny day. That doesn't happen very often. The sun is shining, the rain is falling. Amazing. Let me just get out of this parking lot and then I can continue without obstructing the view of my beautiful face. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about something that's kind of dear to my heart. That's politics. I love politics, you know. I know nothing about politics, but politics has been a part of my life forever. You know, we live in this thing called capitalism, which has now become a religion here in the West. We no longer have God in our classroom, and now we only celebrate money. Wow, what a beautiful rainbow. My goodness, it's huge. So capitalism is everything. Money is everything. We will do everything for the almighty dollar, and everything has a price. Absolutely everything. You can buy friends, you can buy love, you can buy everything. Health, friends. Seriously. I mean, we were told so many lies growing up. Yeah. You know, money. But seriously, money is everything. We know that for sure. The problem with capitalism is that it's kind of inherently wrong. Wow, and there's a double rainbow. There is a double rainbow over there. This is spectacular. What a beautiful day. And it is wrong because all the roles have already been assigned. You know, the 1% has taken all the resources from the land for themselves. They own everything. They own the sea, they own the land, the sky. They own me, they own you. Absolutely everything. And we live in this illusion that maybe one day we can be the president or the prime minister, or win the lottery, or become filthy rich by releasing an album, by coming up with something amazing. No. Unless whatever it is that you have can benefit that 1%, you're never gonna make it. Everything is definitely linked. That's the best way to say it. And if you don't like it, the capitalism quickly turns into fascism and imperialism. Whenever the people start, start rebelling against the capitalism quickly becomes fascism. Your freedom is expressed in the amount of money you have. The more money you have, the more freedom you have. Let's say you commit a crime and you're a poor person. Nothing really happens to you. Or if you're very rich, nothing also happens to you. We have a choice. In this society, there are three choices. You can be the victim, you can be the villain, or you can be the watcher. This is why I'm releasing these three beautiful albums. One is called The Victim, one is called The Villain, and one is called The Watcher. And they're part of this trilogy called The Songs from a Bomb Shelter. Because in many ways we are all in this bomb shelter, and then we're gonna be there for the rest of our lives, whether we want it or not. if you are the victim, and we all are the victims of this society, you know, in one way or another, you will sing one song. But if you're the villain, you will sing a different song. In many ways, only the villain can do something about the situation at hand. You know, the watchers watch. Whether you willingly participate in the system or not, you're part of it. I mean, for a rich person to become rich, it takes thousands of poor people to be poor. For a general to become a general takes 10,000 dead soldiers. That's the reality of it. There is an equilibrium in this world, you know. There's enough for everyone, really, but because of the inherited mistakes embedded into capitalism, the greed overtakes us all, and then the rich become richer and the poor become poorer. And the rich don't really want to educate the poor. What's the point of educating them? Because if they are educated, they might change the system, take over, or create problems, as simple as that. Because you really don't want people asking questions. You want the yes man, yes woman who will do what they are told, and you will give them a little bit of money and they'll go home happy. That's me. I'm the yes man. A part of this society, just like everyone else. I work, I pay my bills, I pay my taxes. You know, here and there I become a little villain, you know, I say something salty. In the capital society, even the villains are part of the system. You know, you have, especially here in Canada, we have so many comedians that are basically paid by the government to criticize the government, and that's in every system. You know, the opposition is sponsored by the same people that, you know, the winning party is sponsored. You know, whether you're Republican or Democrat or whatever, left or right, they're both paid by the same piper. We all know that. Everybody knows everything. So really, you know, what can we do about it? You know, do we all become villains? And what does the villain do? I mean, how do you rebel against the society that is basically encompassing every part of your life? You know, good luck being a rebel without a job. You know, without money, no honey. Very simple as that. So when we do decide to at some point rebel and maybe, I don't know, do some things such as, I don't want to start any conversations here because then I will be initiating a revolution, and that's not my goal. Maybe it is. Subconsciously, I don't know what it is that I'm doing. Maybe I do. You know, when we start sort of rebelling and going against the grain, very soon you will get the stick, you know, the carrot and the stick. Most of the time the carrot works, but the stick also is there. So let's say, for example, this is an interesting carrot that's given to us. You know, when capitalism is threatened, what they do is they start another war. That's the best way to do. You just go and bomb another country, find a reason to go there and take their resources, send their people, you know, to other places, have them immigrate, bring them here, and then when you bring them to your country, they become the victims, because now you have all these masses of people who are uneducated, they are angry, they see clearly that they are being used and abused by the elites, and they are angry, but they really can't do anything about it. So what they do is they take their anger out of out on these newcomers. So the system provides them with a target. So now they can be the bosses, they can be the villains, they can go after these newcomers, whatever they're called, because these people are weak. They don't know the language, they don't know the culture. So you just think of yourself as almost superior to them. Oh my goodness, here I am teaching my language to them, my culture to them. Most of them that come here, that go to these other places, like they are probably more intelligent than we are. The government does not go out and pick out the most lowest members of the society. They pick out really well-educated people, with a nice background, that are safe, that are also yes men, yes women, people who are not going to cause trouble. They're going to do what they are told, and the story continues for the next 400 years or more. This has been going on forever now. Your father was the prime minister, your grandfather was the prime minister, your grandfather was the prime minister. You will be the prime minister, not me. I am a yes man. I'm a watcher. The thing is, we are all the victims, the villains, and the watchers. It's really as simple as that. We go constantly from one thing to another, and if we don't like it, there's a way to get us in order. So there's something called Stockholm syndrome. The people that are truly the ones controlling you and abusing you are the people you actually like and love dearly, because it's better an enemy you know than an enemy you don't, or a friend you don't. So we are the ones perpetuating the system. We cannot even blame the elites. We have become the villains, and it is our love towards them that keep them in their positions and keep them alive. We love our bosses, our handlers. They provide us with everything. We want to be like them. They're gonna throw some crumbs from their table to us. That's good enough for me. C is for cooking. Oh, I always get myself in trouble for speaking so freely about all these things. I mean, a random person, really, an average person, doesn't really even have the time or the energy to listen to this, to talk, or to think about this. They go to work, they come home, and then they go to work again. That's life. Home, work, home, bar. That's it. Yeah. 15 minutes from parking lot to parking lot. It's called commute. So 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, and then I get home. Long live capitalism, my dear friends. It's the best that we know.